I gotta tell you, I recently did something that I have never done before. I got a reading from a psychic. I know, but this wasn't like a Miss Cleo type psychic. This wasn't a call me now with the fake turban and the fake Jamaican accent. This woman, actually, she was the real deal. And I didn't want to go because I don't really believe in all of that psychic stuff. But a friend of mine said, let's go. What this woman can tell you is amazing. And I said, okay. But if the lights start flashing and that lady starts speaking in tongues, I'm out of here. Okay? Because I know where my stuff comes from, right? Decided to try it. And so when I got there, the first thing she said was, you have a son. Now, first of all, I told her, that's not psychic. That's Google and a basic cable search. And then I said to her, ma'am, anybody who watches the show, they know that. So I grabbed my purse, I put my money right back in my bra. I'm out of here. But then she said, give me the birth date of his father. Okay, let me tell you something. I done spent 20 years trying to forget his birthday. So it took me a few minutes, and after I texted a few people, including my attorneys, I gave it a date. But then immediately she was like, whoa, wow, he's angry. And I said, oh, good, okay, so I'm not the crazy one. That's what And she said, is this anger towards you? And I said, yeah. Now, after I calmed the lady down, she gave me another reading. She said, I'm seeing drought from 2014 to 2025. Any romantic relationship during that time could have never worked out. And then she went on to say, she said, I wish you would have seen me before that time because I would have told you that no romantic relationship would have worked. You should have just had fun. And I looked at her, I said, you telling me I could have had 11 years of hoeing guilt-free? Guilt-free? All of this time. 11 years, I would have been the happiest hoe around if I would known that. I said, do you know how much money I could have saved not getting married? And then she said, don't worry, you're gonna be married again. And I said, wait a minute, what you talking about, Willis? Because I'm not getting married again. And she said, I'm not talking now, I'm talking years from now. Then I was like, wait a minute, years from now? Okay, in this season, by the time that man shows up, I'm gonna be at that altar with a nurse's aide and a walker. What are years from now? But then she said, the kicker, she said, when you make dinner, make a plate for the man who is going to come into your life. Well, I don't cook, so does that mean I gotta order an extra #2 with a Diet Coke? Because I'm not... So, but the second was really good. So, here it is. I went in thinking that she was gonna tell me something deep about my spirit. But all she did was confirm that my ex is mad, I could have been a hoe, and and Postmates is my soulmate. Like what you just saw? Well, ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling. Hit the bell to subscribe right now.